Echoes of Valor, a Journey of Courage and Redemption. Chapter 1. Deployment. As the soldiers gather at the Australian SAS base in Perth, we delve into the intricate dynamics of their relationships. Jack Razor Mackenzie, haunted by memories of past deployments, finds solace in mentoring the younger members of the team. Sarah Sparrow Evans, grappling with the weight of expectations as the only woman in the squad, seeks validation in the eyes of her male counterparts. Liam Ghosto Ali, eager to prove himself in combat, struggles to reconcile his youthful enthusiasm with the harsh realities of war. Their departure is marked by a mix of excitement and apprehension as they bid farewell to loved ones and prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. But amidst the chaos of packing gear and saying goodbye, they find moments of quiet reflection, pondering the uncertain future that awaits them in Afghanistan. Chapter 2. Arrival. Upon landing in Afghanistan, the soldiers are immediately thrust into the heart of a conflict they can barely comprehend. The sights, sounds, and smells of the war-torn country assault their senses, leaving them disoriented and on edge. But amidst the chaos, they find moments of beauty and humanity, as they're welcomed into the homes of Afghan families and treated to traditional meals and hospitality. Their Afghan counterparts, led by Captain Ahmad Shah, become more than just allies. They become friends and confidants, sharing stories of their own struggles and sacrifices in the fight against the Taliban. Through these shared experiences, the soldiers begin to see the war through a different lens, gaining a deeper understanding of the complexities of the conflict and the resilience of the Afghan people. Chapter 3. Bonds of Brotherhood. As they embark on their mission, the soldiers lean on each other for support and guidance. They share their hopes, fears, and dreams for the future, forging bonds of brotherhood that will sustain them through the darkest of times. But amidst the camaraderie, tensions simmer beneath the surface, as old rivalries and past traumas threaten to tear the team apart. Through a series of heart-to-heart conversations and team-building exercises, the soldiers confront their inner demons and learn to trust each other in ways they never thought possible. They come to realize that true strength lies not in individual prowess, but in the collective resilience of a unified team. Chapter 4. Enemy Within. As they venture deeper into enemy territory, the soldiers find themselves facing an invisible enemy, the insidious influence of the Taliban among the local population. They must navigate a complex web of allegiances and betrayals as they seek to root out the insurgents hiding in plain sight. Through a combination of intelligence gathering and tactical precision, they uncover a network of informants and sympathizers working to undermine their efforts at every turn. But amidst the chaos of war, they also find moments of unexpected kindness and compassion, as they forge unlikely alliances with ordinary Afghans who share their desire for peace and stability. Chapter 5. The Battle of Kandahar. The soldiers find themselves thrust into the midst of a fierce battle as Taliban forces launch a coordinated assault on their position. In the chaos and confusion of the firefight, they must rely on their training and instincts to survive, as they fight tooth and nail to hold their ground. But amidst the chaos, they also find moments of clarity and purpose, as they draw strength from each other and the bonds of brotherhood that bind them together. In a climactic showdown, they emerge victorious, but not without cost, as they mourn the loss of their fallen comrades and tend to the wounded in the aftermath of the battle. Chapter 6. Redemption. In the aftermath of the battle, the soldiers grapple with the physical and emotional toll of war. They confront their own mortality and the scars that will never fully heal, as they come to terms with the sacrifices they've made in the name of duty and honor. But amidst the pain and suffering, they also find moments of redemption and renewal, as they lean on each other for support and guidance. Through acts of kindness and compassion, they begin to heal the wounds of war and rebuild their shattered spirits, finding solace in the knowledge that they fought for a cause greater than themselves. Chapter 7. Homecoming. As the soldiers return home to Australia, they're greeted as heroes by their friends, family, and fellow countrymen. Parades are held in their honor, and medals are awarded for their bravery and sacrifice in the line of duty. But amidst the celebrations, they also find themselves grappling with the harsh realities of life after war. They struggle to reintegrate into civilian life, haunted by memories of the battlefield that refuse to fade. But through the support of their loved ones and the camaraderie of their fellow soldiers, they begin to find their place in a world that has moved on without them, finding strength in the bonds of brotherhood that will sustain them for years to come. Chapter 8. The Aftermath. Returning to Perth, the soldiers find themselves adrift in a sea of emotions. They're no longer the same people who left for Afghanistan, and the transition back to civilian life is fraught with challenges. Jack Razor Mackenzie struggles with survivor's guilt, haunted by the faces of his fallen comrades and the knowledge that he made it home while others did not. Sarah Sparrow Evans finds herself unable to connect with her family, feeling like a stranger in her own home. Liam Ghost O'Alley, once full of youthful enthusiasm, now finds himself consumed by anger and resentment, unable to shake the memories of the horrors he witnessed on the battlefield. As they grapple with their inner demons, they find themselves drawn to each other, seeking solace in the company of those who understand their pain. Together, they navigate the choppy waters of post-war life, leaning on each other for support and guidance as they try to make sense of the chaos that surrounds them. Chapter 9. Reintegration. With the help of therapy and support groups, the soldiers begin to slowly rebuild their lives. They learn to confront their demons head-on and to embrace the scars that mark them as survivors of war. Jack seeks solace in the quiet solitude of the outback, finding peace in the vast expanse of the Australian wilderness. Sarah throws herself into her work at a local animal shelter, finding comfort in the unconditional love of the animals she cares for. Liam, meanwhile, channels his anger into physical exercise, pushing himself to the limit in an effort to outrun the memories that haunt him. As they immerse themselves in their newfound passions, they begin to rediscover a sense of purpose and meaning in their lives. They realize that the key to healing lies not in forgetting the past, but in embracing it and using it as a source of strength to move forward. Chapter 10. The Reckoning. But just as they begin to find their footing, tragedy strikes, as one of their own succumbs to the demons that have haunted him since the war. His death sends shockwaves through the tight-knit community of veterans, forcing them to confront their own mortality and the fragile nature of life itself. Jack, Sarah, and Liam are left reeling, grappling with feelings of guilt and remorse as they mourn the loss of their friend and brother-in-arms. In the aftermath of the tragedy, they come together to honor his memory and to pledge themselves to the cause of preventing further losses. They vow to support each other through thick and thin, to be there for one another in times of need, and to never forget the sacrifices that have been made in the name of freedom and justice.